will never have tension. Even when your attention is lost and you've gotten distracted, once you know the technique, you're like, okay, I got distracted, let me get back to attention. Something that according to you needs some prioritization. It is some important thing, something that is precious for you, something that you feel is worthy of taking care of, right? We pay attention to maybe our profession, maybe our family, maybe some particular object. Whatever that might be, that attention is being given to something means you're prioritizing it. You feel it is worthy of care. You feel it is precious. So that is where your attention automatically goes. Anybody who's playing video game, they might think, I'm having so much fun. I tell my kids, hey, okay, you had so much fun. You must be so energetic. Come and help me. No, I'm so tired. I said, I thought you had so much fun. You were so happy. Come and help me. No, I'm so tired. So I said, you didn't have fun then. Happiness, if you're really happy, you'll want to do something. You'll want to help others. You'll want to take care of things.
I would like to give a brief introduction of the Brahma Kumaris organization. So Brahma Kumaris, it is a socio-spiritual or international organization which aimed at self-transformation through Raj Yoga meditation, thereby bringing the world renewal and transformation. The organization was founded back in 1937, headquartered at Mount Abu, Rajasthan, with more than 110 countries and 4,000 plus branches and millions of people practicing Raj Yoga meditation all across the world. Now the place where you are sitting, it is the largest South India retreat center, which is called as Shanti Sarovar, the Academy for the Better World. And here you will see multiple events related to time management, workshops, seminar, meditation camps, even the different wings like IT, business, media, judiciary. They happen regularly. Now every Sunday we have a Sunday evening talk, and the topic, they are mostly related to stress management, time management, where multiple speakers all across nationally and internationally, they participate. Now today's topic, it is very exciting and also the need of hour for all of us. So what's the today's topic? Increasing your attention span. Yes, so I think all of us are tired of distractions in this world, and which is sprouting up our attention, and we are not able to pay the attention. Yes, so this evening we will skip the usual talk, what's pulling our attention, but rather we will focus on diverse, straight, simple, lasting techniques where you can strengthen your attention from the within. So this evening you will also explore powerful approach, how you can practice it consistently, naturally it should come from within, and stay focused and clear. So you have come curious, now you will leave focused. So to throw light on this topic, we have our today's speaker, Sister Meghana. So she has been practiced Raj Yoga meditation and knowledge taught at Brahma Kumaris over a decade. Now, she has also conducted multiple sessions at the industry and business companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, all across the world. And she has also been awarded at the Google for conducting spirituality-based online classes that appeal people from all over the world. So Sister Meghana, she has also many years of experience in conducting the workshops, retreats, for the people of all the ages across universities, schools, and multiple other places. So we will welcome Sister Meghana with a huge round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome, and very happy to see all of you here. And as the sister just mentioned, attention is a very, very important resource. And it's very important for us to be careful in where we invest this resource, right? It's a very limited resource. And today this resource is being invested in too many directions, very quickly, moving from one place to another. Where we invest it wisely, it becomes concentration. And when we are not careful and careless about this resource, it becomes a distraction, tension. So how do we convert this tension into concentration. That is what we will focus on in this particular session. Your questions, as they arise, are very welcome throughout the session. I feel that will help you absorb the content better. So feel free to ask your questions as we are going through. And we'll also spend some time towards the end for additional questions. And like Sister just said, I have been with Brahma Kumaris, a student, continuing to be a student for many years. It has really affected me in a significant manner, profound manner. Every part of my life has changed for better. And that is what inspires me to share it with everyone across the world. So if you all, before we get started, we'll just do a short meditation. I feel that helps in getting to a better place, a focused place, and it also helps in absorbing the content better. So let's start with a short guided meditation. Let's get the body upright. You can keep your head and back straight. And see if you can gently smile. A smile helps in loosening the muscles. Many times our mind subconsciously prevents us from smiling. Let's make a conscious effort to become that child who smiles for no reason. Changes, problems will always exist. But I have a birthright to smile, freedom to smile. So let's take advantage of that freedom. And if you take a step back and look at your life, our life has all been about finding ourselves. Finding ourselves in objects, in people, in people's eyes, in work, in name, fame, and rewards. So have you found yourself? Or are you still looking? What do we mean by finding myself? It is as simple as we are looking for peace. We are looking for joy. We are looking for love. We are looking for respect. Do we realize that everything we are looking for is what I am made up of? I can't find myself outside of me. No matter how hard I try, I will never find uninterrupted silence. I will never find unconditional love. I can never find unlimited joy because it doesn't exist. We've all acquired so many objects. We are connected to thousands of people. Some of us are connected to millions of people. We have a decent profession, name, fame. But you can't find yourself in any of these things, because the real you is so beautiful, so precious, and you need to look within to find yourself. Accept, I am that peace that I've been looking for. I am that love that I've been seeking. And I am that joy that my heart has been yearning for. Find yourself and you will find everything, because you are the source. Om Shanti. Is everyone comfortable with English and Hindi here? Is Hindi also okay in between? Okay, all right. So we'll get started with a very simple, start with basics, and I'd appreciate your responses as long as I can hear them. How would you define attention? Very simple, but let's start with basics. How would you define attention? Listening. Focus. What else? What does it mean when you focus without any deviation? Okay. Being in the present. And sorry, what did you say? Stand. Okay. Where there is no tension. Yeah, a lot of us have tension of having that attention, right? And really, when you learn that art of naturally being attentive, which we will focus on, you will never have tension. Even when your attention is lost and you've gotten distracted, once you know the technique, you're like, okay, I got distracted, let me get back to attention. No need of tension that I lost my attention. That is what the intention is. Our intention is to move towards concentration. So attention, if you actually take the Google definition of it, it is basically paying attention means you're noticing something that according to you needs some prioritization. It is some important thing, something that is precious for you, something that you feel is worthy of taking care of, right? We pay attention to maybe our profession, maybe our family, maybe some particular object. Whatever that might be, that attention is being given to something means you're prioritizing it. You feel it is worthy of care. You feel it is precious. So that is where your attention automatically goes. You're finding it either interesting, something worthy. Now, how is our attention being pulled? This is very important to understand as well, because our attention in today's world, it was a recent research, it's actually been 5 years or so. Goldfish is considered to be the most unattentive creature. It has only 8 seconds or something of attention span. It's constantly moving. That's the goldfish animal. Human beings have beaten the goldfish. Our attention span has gone down further. That is the height of what has happened in today's world. Very distracted we, the human beings, have become. So we need to know how is this attention being pulled. So if you look at this particular picture, I think you all might have seen this. These are the 5 horses, our sensory organs, which we are all aware of. The sight, the smell, the noise, the sound that we hear, the touch, and the tongue through which the noise comes out, right? So these are the 5 horses which we are all supposed to kind of control, manage, and guide. Today, these 5 horses are pulling us in different direction. I've seen families, right? And I'm sure it's happening in your house also. You're watching something, your mind will say, why don't you get something to eat? You've just had dinner, right? You're full, but your mind will say, one more horse is saying, go this direction. The other horse is already telling you need to watch something. Then another horse will say, you need to also listen to something. One more horse will say, drink something. One more horse will say, feel something, right? So maybe get a blanket, get cozy. And we are literally every few seconds going in so many different directions. So it's really these horses are pulling us. What is really pulling these horses? It is the mind. So the sensory organs are really not something that really have life. It is the mind which is creating thoughts and saying, do this, do that, do this. And we really like, a server, we become servers, slaves of our sensory organs. And we're literally doing whatever it is telling us. We've forgotten that I don't need to listen. If it is saying eat, I don't need to eat. If it is saying get a blanket, I don't need to get a blanket. But we're just doing everything just like that. But we have an option. But why are we not doing it? Because of all the habits, very strong sanskaras or personality traits we have built. We've used these sensory organs to feel some comfort for ages, for decades and centuries. So our subconscious mind keeps telling the mind, do this, get a blanket, you'll feel cozy, you'll like it. Get a drink. Watch something. Oh, this is not good enough. Change the channel. Maybe call someone. This is also not interesting. Okay, and keep watching and keep talking to your friend maybe. Right? So all of these things we've used for multiple decades, centuries, and now it is guiding the mind. But one important organ, which is the intellect or the buddhi, that poor buddhi has become very weak or is actually sleeping. It is actually the driver that is supposed to guide these 5 sensory organs and control them. Instead of these horses controlling me and pulling me in different directions, I am the driver who's supposed to use the buddhi and guide the horses one by one. I choose. I might say all 5 horses sit down. I'm not using any one of you. I'm not going to watch anything. I'm not going to eat anything. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to smell. I'm not going to listen. I have a choice. We are not using that. Even for 30 seconds, if you use that choice, your attention span will increase. Because it gives you an immediate feeling that you are the master. You are that executor. You are the director. Be aware. Even if you're not able to control, at least be aware that how my horses are running in different direction. That itself helps, being aware. Right. Exactly, right? So this is how our attention is being pulled in all the direction. As you can see the arrows, I'm hoping. Subconscious mind, our habituated patterns, directs the mind. Go ahead, do that. Then this mind pulls the sensory organs, which are the horses. And imagine if we are running in 5 different directions, what does it do? How much load and stress we are taking. We are thinking, I'm getting so much. I'm actually getting good, something good to see, something good to listen, something good to eat and touch. But we don't realize how it is running in different directions. It is not at all a pleasurable thing. It's just a deception that we are thinking it is so good. I'm getting into so many different things and I'm feeling comfortable. But if your 5 horses are running in different directions, it can never ever be comfortable, right? So here, the intellect driver in Brahma Kumaris, all the knowledge we get, it awakens the intellect. And when the buddhi becomes strong, then it's able to control the mind. Mind cannot be controlled in any other way. And how do we get that buddhi strong? We will continue to talk in this session. Very, very important. So paying attention, what does it really mean, right? When you are paying attention, what does it really mean? Anybody? One word, when I'm paying attention, what does it mean? We already kind of talked about it. Concentrating, yes. Focus. Involving. Mindfulness, okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Choosing. We are prioritizing. choosing, investing. So when I am paying attention means I am choosing, I am prioritizing, this is important for me. I care about this. I think I can get something from this. That is what it means. Because as soon as I say, as soon as the buddhi declares, this is important, let's pay attention, immediately my mind's energy is flowing in that direction. All my thoughts, feelings, my attitude, everything is being invested in that direction. Suppose now I start watching some funny movie, some funny show. Immediately my thoughts, my feelings are all getting invested in that direction. So my thoughts might be, wow, this is so funny. Immediately that feeling is of lightness, maybe. You're feeling some excitement, some pleasure. So your everything is getting directed in the area which you prioritized. That could be a funny show. It could be that you prioritized maybe on a particular thought which said, what will happen to your job tomorrow? And immediately your thoughts are filled with fear. You're feeling immediately, your heart is trembling, your voice is shaking. So now every part is getting invested in that direction of fear. I need to be aware that I am prioritizing means I'm investing every resource that I have in that direction. So my mind goes in that direction, my body. It could be either trembling, it could be shaking, or it could be now I'm thinking about, oh, tomorrow I have to plan this, this, and this. I don't have this. So immediately my body is now working to make sure that I get whatever I need. So the energy of the body, or if I think I need to actually speak here, I need to tell my family something, then I'm going to use my mouth. So my resource body also gets invested in whatever I am paying attention to. We need to realize that even my time will go in that direction. So attention is such a critical resource. Unknowingly, whatever I say is important, my mind, which is the biggest power we all have, is getting directed in that prioritization. My body is going there. My words are spoken in that direction. My hand movements are going in that direction. My breath is going in that direction. My time is going in that direction. Time is again such a valuable resource. And then all my resources, my money, if I think I need that object, I'll immediately go online, find it, shop it, whatever money it is, I will spend it. It could be I might drive, so I might waste my gas. Or I might think I am hungry for no reason. I'll go and buy something and eat. So I'm using food. Maybe I don't even need it, but I'm using food to just overfill myself. So every resource of Mother Nature also gets invested unknowingly in that direction. So if my attention is on wrong thing means what? All of the things, resources. No species in this world has so many resources as a human being. Animals don't have so much of a concept of money, electricity, gas, time, human resources. Mind and intellect also for animal species, it is weaker. It is not as powerful as the human being. We are the most powerful species. We've been bestowed the most resources. But if my attention goes in the wrong direction, all of these resources which have been given to me, I'm so fortunate, they will all get invested in that direction. And we are not spending all our attention in the wrong direction. Many of us focus on our family, on our job, on our own health. It's all good. Those things are important. So we are investing as well, but sometimes we are wasting as well. So this is an important thing to realize. So power of attention is basically a chain reaction. It's basically wherever your attention goes, you might have heard it, energy flows. And wherever energy flows, things grow there, right? This is a very famous quote. Energy, attention takes the energy. The biggest energy is our thought. It is a vibration. You don't even need to come into action. You don't even need to speak. You've created a thought. Why? Because that's important. Your attention has gone on that thought. Your mind will create hundreds of thoughts. Do we pay attention to every thought? No. A lot of thoughts, like suppose my mind says, let's go to Timbuktu. What? We just don't pay attention to that thought. No, I'm not going to Timbuktu. Say, oh, quit your job. I'm not going to pay attention to that thought. I might give little bit importance, but no, I'm not. Right? So these are things. There are many thoughts, but the thoughts that catch our attention basically have a lot of power. My power is going in that direction. That thought is then taking my time. It is taking my breath. My body will be invested in that direction. And then every resource, my words, my movement, my action, all of it gets invested in that direction. So it's a chain, waterfall reaction. So we need to be mindful. That's why distraction makes us very tired. Because we have so many resources and we are wasting so many of them. If you waste so many resources, automatically you will feel tired. So this is something that we need to realize, that we take it very casually. Checking phone, looking here, looking there. What is this person doing? Why are they moving their hand? Why are they speaking? How does it matter? Why should I care? But we are very interested. Oh, they're moving. Why are they moving? Oh, they wore this red color. Why are they wearing red color? How does it matter? Right? This is something we need to be aware, because it becomes a huge debt if I waste my resources. It's not just one attention that gets wasted. Along with it, all of these resources are also getting wasted. So right attention will benefit me, and automatically wrong attention will damage me, will tire me. If many people, if you feel tired, which Meghana used to feel a lot, by Friday she would be dead tired many times. Why? Because her attention was going on useless things. And when it went on useless things, without doing any laborious work, any kind of, मेहनत का काम के बिना भी थकान. क्यों? क्योंकि इधर उधर हर जगह नजर गई. Without any reason. So what are we paying attention to? Maybe from your own experience, maybe you all can say one thing that you might be paying attention to a lot. What is it that we are paying attention to? Sorry? News, okay. Mobile, movies. What else? Children, okay. Expectation, yes, that's also something we give importance to. Mind can create expectations. Do I need to give attention to it? Is a question mark. A lot of us say that expectation has come means I should expect. No, I don't need to. Mind doesn't know everything. Mind is something that is supposed to serve me. I am the one who's supposed to guide the mind. It's become the other way around. Mind creates expectation, we immediately say, yeah, it's right. No. Why should I have expectations, right? We'll get into that maybe later. But what are we paying attention to? Typically, it are all the things that are constantly changing. They are shifting, they are moving. Those are the things we are paying attention to. And like all of you already said, some of the things, we are also paying a lot of attention to how the body looks or doesn't look, right? We are paying attention to it. And as we all know, every cell of our body is changing in every second. Every second it is changing. So if I'm paying attention to my hair or my skin, you can imagine how it is going to be. Every second I will find myself new. And my mind will create thoughts. Oh my gosh, what happened? One gray hair. One skin is looking like this. Oh my gosh, one acne. Or something or the other, right? What a waste of time. Body is meant to change. Let it change. It's natural process. Same way, name, fame, your money, all of these things, they are meant to change. Social media, constantly moving, right? What is the post that is on the top will change. News, constant movement. Politician did this, कल कुछ और करेंगे, कभी कुछ और करेंगे, आज तूफान आया, कल भूकंप आया. What can you do? These things will constantly move. The other thing we pay attention to, things that are perishable. नाशवार चीजें जो खत्म होने वाली हैं. जिनका अस्तित्व ही नहीं है, जो अभी आई खत्म. एक्सपीरियंस, एक आइसक्रीम खाने का एक्सपीरियंस हमेशा रह सकता है, शुरू हुआ खत्म. वेकेशन लिया, कभी हमेशा रहेगा वो वेकेशन, शुरू हुआ खत्म. इस दुनिया में एक एक चीज का जन्मदिन है तो मौत भी है. इट हैज अ बर्थडे एंड अ डेथ डे. एवरीथिंग इन दिस फिजिकल वर्ल्ड हैज अ बिगिनिंग एंड एन एंड. Am I paying attention to that? And if I'm giving it importance, oh my God, this ice cream is so good. All right, enjoy it, but be aware. It will come to an end. How much attention should I give to that ice cream experience? Enjoy, no problem in enjoying it. But be aware, that's not my source, because it's going to end. But majority of us are paying attention to things that are changing or perishing. So things that move, if I pay attention to, means I have to constantly change, right? My thoughts have to change, my investment. Oh my gosh, today let me buy this shampoo, tomorrow let me buy this cream. Oh, I'm not that famous, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. I have this much money, but I could use more money. There is no end. We do need to pay attention to the body, we do need to pay attention to the money, everything. But we need to learn the art of managing all of these things that keep changing in a much better manner. We are not trying to say body is not important. We are not trying to say money is not important. But we need to know how to prioritize all of these things. So that is what we will learn as we move forward. But if we keep paying attention to these things that shift and perish, the ones that already have a death day written on them, then I'll always have fear. Oh my gosh, this vacation will end. Oh my gosh, what if this relationship ends? Guess what? It will end. What if this body becomes more old looking? Guess what? It will, no matter how much money you invest. But if I keep paying attention to only these things which will move and perish, then I'll always be fearful. I'll always be stressed. And that is what everybody is feeling in today's world. Very scared, very stressed, because we are chasing things that are shifting and ending. The ones that are dying, right? So very important. What should I pay attention to? So attention is automatically, our attention span will go down. Because automatic, right? Things that will end means what? I have to create something else to become happy. Oh, ice cream experience ended. Now let me plan next thing, right? This relationship ended. Let me start something new. So my attention is automatically getting distracted because of things that are changing and perishing. Is there any benefit? We are all doing this. We are all, in spite of knowing that we are getting distracted, we know that this is not good. We continue to scatter our attention, right? कई जगहों पे हमारा attention जा रहा है, इधर से उधर से उधर से इधर, हर सेकेंड में मूव हो रहा है. आप आजकल अगर देखेंगे सोशल मीडिया में, यूट्यूब में, if you see the time people watch video is very little. And that's why these shorts, why have they become so popular, the shorts? Because the attention span has gone down even lower than the goldfish. 8 सेकेंड का भी नहीं हो पा रहा है attention. It is that bad. So why are we scattered attention? इसमें क्या हमें फ़ायदा हो रहा है? What is the benefit we are getting? Human beings are the smartest creation. कुछ फ़ायदा नहीं है तो हम नहीं करेंगे. पक्का हमें कुछ फ़ायदा हो रहा है. What is that फ़ायदा? Very good, very good. She says it's an illusion that we are experiencing a lot of things. It's really a deception, huge deception that we are buying into. We are thinking these are all excitements. Excitement is not happiness. Excitement is an emotion. Happiness is not an emotion. Difference between emotions and feelings are, emotions are like volcanoes. Erupt हुआ, खत्म. एकदम ज्वाला की तरह erupt हुआ, right? How is a volcano? Erupts, lava ही lava, heat ही heat. उसके बाद एकदम ठंडा. These are emotions. ऊपर आया नीचे, ऊपर आया नीचे. Whereas feelings are lingering. They stay for lot of longer period. ये नहीं है कि सारी feelings हमारी अच्छी हैं. Lot of feelings are insecurity. There's lot of feelings of being cheated or being treated unfairly. वो feelings हैं. उसी के कारण ये emotions आ रहे हैं. The fear, the anger, all of these are emotions. They come and go, come and go. So when we are feeling excited, it doesn't mean I'm happy. It means it will leave me very tired after some time. Watching, what is that? They are the triggers. If you watch a movie, you can never feel relaxed. You will feel burnt out. It's a different story that we don't realize it. It's like a shot you give yourself. Immediate kick, and then it comes down and makes you go down really, really bad. Ekdam se spike of excitement comes down. It can't stay there. It has to come down. Anybody who's playing video game, they might think, I'm having so much fun. I tell my kids, hey, okay, you had so much fun. You must be so energetic. Come and help me. No, I'm so tired. I said, I thought you had so much fun. You were so happy. Come and help me. No, I'm so tired. So I said, you didn't have fun then. Happiness, if you're really happy, you'll want to do something. You'll want to help others. You'll want to take care of things. But after watching a movie and all of these things, you don't feel like doing it. बहुत tired हो गया अब तो सो जाते हैं या गप्पे मारते हैं या जाके खाना खा लेते हैं. So there's nothing wrong in watching a movie, but be aware. Be aware that this is not the source of happiness. This is only the source of excitement, which we are all trying. Nothing wrong in it again. Having ice cream, taking vacation, all good things. But be aware that they can't charge you up. They can't charge you up. So paying attention is basically illusory gains. She's really been in that direction. She really answered the right thing. It basically, it distracts us, from some kind of pain, some kind of too much of responsibility, pressure, maybe pressure at work, pressure in relationships. Maybe we are very scared of the body's health, or maybe the body's look, or maybe some kind of thing is going on in the background. Sometimes past ka kuch aa jata hai, we don't even realize. Some past hurt has become active and we are not even aware. Ki maybe past mein kuch bada dhoka hua tha and suddenly it's active. I'm not even aware. And now I will use something, maybe a movie, maybe a conversation, maybe an ice cream, maybe shopping. These are all the things we are paying attention to because we feel we can get something from it. And yes, we are getting. It is only that kick. Shan bhangur ki excitement. Shan bhangur yani second. But it leaves you tired for hours. Few seconds it gives you, but hours it takes away from you. This is something to realize. Something to really, really realize. So a lot of times we are also paying our attention is getting scattered because we want to avoid things. We don't want to deal with things that are going on inside. Maybe manager के साथ कुछ tension चल रहा हो, उसको नहीं deal करना है, तो distract करते हैं हम अपने आप को. नहीं सुनना, मन बोलते जा रहा है, तेरा manager ने ये बोला, manager ने unfair किया, ये किया, वो किया. We don't know how to deal with it. तो क्या करते हैं, चलो टीवी देख के माथा थोड़ा इधर चला जाएगा, शॉपिंग करके आ जाते हैं, कोई दोस्त से बात कर ले. नथिंग रॉन्ग अगेन, नथिंग रॉन्ग, बट बी अवेयर कि जिस चीज़ को आपने पोस्टपोन किया है वो चुप नहीं बैठेगी. आपका कॉन्शियंस कॉन्स्टेंटली बोलता रहेगा. तो आजकल, पहले मैं जब अर्ली मॉर्निंग्स, आई यूज्ड टू लीव फॉर वर्क वेरी अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग. I used to see people walking, on the roads and everywhere very quietly and all that, enjoying the morning walk. मैं करीब 6 बजे चले जाती थी सुबह पहले ऑफिस. और बाद में जब कुछ साल हुए, 2-3 साल के बाद ही देखा कि लोग जा रहे हैं, फ़ोन अपने हाथ में है, ऐसे ऐसे चलते जा रहे हैं और फ़ोन ऐसे हाथ में है. फिर थोड़े साल के बाद और 1-2 साल के बाद देखा कि लोग बाइक पे हैं और बाइक पे भी एक हाथ पे फ़ोन है और एक हाथ पे हैंडल है, ऐसे चल रहे हैं. वाई? बिकॉज कॉन्शियस बोलते जा रहा है, वो टूट गया है, वो फूट गया है, ये इसके साथ ये प्रॉब्लम है, उसके साथ ये है, तूने ये किया, तूने ये नहीं किया. नहीं सुनना उसकी. सो व्हाट डू वी डू? डिस्ट्रैक्ट. इट इज़ टू दिस हाइट. मॉर्निंग के टाइम पे भी चैन नहीं है. So the thing is, we can distract as much as we want. एक दिन वो ज़मीर की आवाज़ जो है इतनी ऊंची हो जाती है कि we can't avoid it. How long can we run away from it, right? तो हमें उसका attention देना है. तो हम लोग इसीलिए गिव इन कर देते हैं इन डिस्ट्रैक्शंस को, क्योंकि वी डोंट नो एनी अदर बेटर मेथड. हमें पता ही नहीं है और कोई तरीका टू डील विद दिस थिंग्स, या कहाँ से हम वो खुशी लाएं, कहाँ से वो सच्चा प्रेम पाएं, कहाँ से वो सच्ची शांति लाएं. वी डोंट नो एनी अदर मेथड. तो हम ये सारे तरीके यूज़ करने लग जाते हैं. एनी क्वेश्चन सो फार? ऑल इज गुड. द डीपर रूट कॉज ऑफ डिस्ट्रैक्शंस, अगर हम और गहराई में जाकर देखें कि क्यों, वाई आर वी सो डिस्ट्रैक्टेड, इफ यू वांट टू रियली अंडरस्टैंड, then we will see there is a sense of inner emptiness. We are really craving for that real joy, not that excitement and down and excitement and down. वो waves वाली excitement नहीं चाहिए हमें. एक stable खुशी चाहिए, एक स्टेबल प्यार चाहिए, एक स्टेबल सिक्योरिटी चाहिए, एक स्टेबल सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट चाहिए. हमारा मन ही हमें रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करता. आवर ओन माइंड डजंट रिस्पेक्ट अस. We feel people don't respect us. So we feel that emptiness inside. We are not getting respect from relations, from maybe colleagues or manager. We are not getting respect from our own mind. One mistake you might have made, maybe you made 10 mistakes. So what? So what? I should still be able to respect myself. But when we are not able to get anything, then we start using all these different methods for distractions. Lot of loneliness. People I know personally, they have so many friends and so many relatives, and they're actually good, caring friends. And yet they feel lonely. Very, very lonely. Because they've not learned the art of knowing themselves. They are so extremely dependent on so many different people and constantly scared. Remember, everything outside has a birthday and a death day, right? So if you think you can get something from relationship, there is always a subconscious fear. This might end, this might change. Because we see that happen to our friends and relatives. Maybe it hasn't happened to you, but you've seen other people cheat others. You've seen relationships end. So there is that sense of loneliness always inside of us, because we've not become our own friends. We don't know how to like ourselves. We don't know how to respect ourselves. Till we don't have that strong relationship with our own self, this loneliness will not go away. So you can be surrounded by hundreds of people and still feel alone. And this, in today's world, the kids are feeling it a lot. Because there are no genuine friends in today's world. At least in my generation and in your generation, when we were kids, at least at that time, there was a lot more security. There was still genuine friendship. Today's, there's all comparison and competition. My kids tell, the friends are not happy when something really good happens to them. A lot of the friends, they're not happy, and at that time, are they really your friends? They feel jealous and envious. And at that time, the kids feel the pain that, who can I share my joy with? They don't have anybody to share it with, because there's so much of comparison and competition. It's not easy being a kid in today's world. I always say it's very difficult being a kid in today's world. There's a lot of loneliness. There's no genuine friendship. And then if you look at the deepest root causes, lot of insecurity in us. We are holding on to things that are supposed to end. We've been talking a lot about perishing and changing things, right? We don't have a higher purpose. There is no clarity on why am I here. We are constantly losing things. We are constantly seeing things that we have getting damaged, right? Something is getting stolen, something is getting lost, something is getting damaged. We're seeing that it's happening to our precious car, it's happening to our precious job, it's happening to our precious relative. Can you ever say that they won't get lost? Can you ever say that they won't get damaged? So when this is constantly, we've seen it, there is this sense of panic inside. Nobody here is relaxed. Even when you're thinking you're relaxed, subconscious mein, there is this awareness, मेरा कुछ छूट जाएगा, मेरा कुछ टूट जाएगा, मेरा कुछ फूट जाएगा, छूट जाएगा, फूट जाएगा, टूट जाएगा. ये डर अंदर में constantly है. And that's why we, oh, maybe ये देख लूँ तो थोड़ा ठीक हो जाए, ये देख लूँ तो कुछ हो जाए, ये सुन लूँ, वॉक पे ही चले जाऊँ. Right? So this is the deeper cause of distractions. So the tree of our life. In Brahma Kumaris, we use this analogy, and it's my favorite analogy to understand every concept or every truth. I shouldn't say concept, means still philosophical. Every truth, if you want to understand, you can use the tree diagram, I feel. A tree has roots, stem, branches, leaves, right? Sub-branches. And then there is a seed from which this tree came out. So we are all managing tree of our life, right? There are many branches. We have relationship branch, financial branch. We want to make sure our finances are secured. We have profession branch, maybe some of us. And then we have maybe hobbies ka branch, investment ka branch. So there are many branches of life that we all are managing. And the stem is the body. Body is through which all of these branches emerged, right? As soon as I took birth, immediately the relationship branch emerged. फिर उसके बाद school का branch emerged. Then maybe profession branch emerged. Then more relations branches emerged. So the stem through the body, all of these branches have emerged. And many of us, we might be getting lost in the expansion of these branches. इस branches में ही हम अपने आप को ढूंढ रहे हैं. That is what the meditation was about. We are looking for everything in these branches. ये रिश्ता थोड़ा ठीक हो जाए तो I will be happy. If my body becomes bit more healthier, I will be happy. Meghna's body has had so many problems in this last 10 years. So many, one after the other. Something or the other is always going on. If I start paying attention to it all the time, I can never be happy. I can seriously never be happy. Doesn't mean I don't. In fact, Meghna has never ever taken better care of her body like she does now. Even before coming into Brahma Kumaris and everything, I've been brought up in a family which was very health conscious. So in general, Meghna was health conscious overall. But there were times when, she would give in and whatever, neglect exercising, eat things that she shouldn't be eating. And then again awaken that, oh, I need to become health conscious. But since she's awakened, her buddhi has become strong, her intellect has become strong. She takes much better care of the body as well. So here we are not trying to tell, forget about your body, forget about relatives, forget about your job. In fact, once you pay right attention, you will automatically take care of every resource in such a dedicated manner. You will not want to give your body anything that will damage it. You will not want to invest your money in anything that will cause it to go waste. You will not invest your time in something that is totally not giving you anything back. That much becomes our care, dedication, once you pay the right attention. But today our attention is on the expansion of life. And again, this expansion, we all know, is there any leaf that stays green forever? Is there any branch that will stay forever? Is there any branch that will stay forever? A storm can come and a branch will fall. Leaves will become pale, they will fall, new leaves will come. So these leaves are people in our life. They could be simple tasks. They could be objects. Branches are a little bit major things. Relationship branch itself could end. Many relationships end. Job could end. Meghna's many times jobs have ended. Does it mean I end? No. But job can end. Does it mean my happiness need to end? No, it doesn't. But if we say, if my attention is only on the expansion of branches, then I will have that fear. That, man, what will happen to me if this branch ends? But be aware, branches will, any storm comes, branches will fall. Leaves will fall. Nobody has a green tree in their backyard. Meaning, nobody's life is green. In all our lives, whether it is the richest, the poorest, the youngest, or the oldest, we all have a tree where leaves are coming, falling, shedding, branches are coming, growing, shedding. In fact, the body itself is perishable, right? The entire tree itself can fall down. We've all seen it. We've all experienced it. Not only is the expansion there, because we are so dependent on that expansion, our roots are also getting expanded. Meaning our thoughts, feelings are all getting expanded. Iska kya hoga? Iska kuch ho na jaye. What if this goes bad? What if this happens to this? Our mind is creating so many thoughts, managing the different branches of life. And that is when our moods are constantly changing, our emotions are changing, our behavior is changing, our feelings are changing. So every part of our things that we are managing, whether it is the outside of our life or inside within me, they are all shifting and changing. So if my focus is only on the tree of our lives that is constantly shifting and fading, then automatically I'm never ever going to feel that peace, love, and joy. So it's important to pause and ask ourselves, are these things truly giving my heart what it is looking for? मैं इतना attention दे रही हूँ, I'm investing so much of my time, my thought energy, my money energy, my body energy into all of these things. What is it giving me? Take a pause and ask yourself. And ask yourself, is there a better method? Right? That is something we need to check. So, before we get into what is the right method, let's first figure out what is the right criteria. On what things should I pay attention? What things I should not pay attention? What should be that criteria? That is very important. What should I focus on? I should focus on things that are constant. Not things that will change. Not things that will shift and move. Not things that have a birthday and a death day. Those are not the things I should pay so much attention to. They are something that I prioritize later, but they are not constant, so that can't be my primary attention. Then my attention should be on the essence and not the expansion. You know, if there is something, if somebody is talking and talking and talking, the essence of it could be, can you please help me? Instead of saying, can you please help me, they give a whole Ramayan, right? Then you are like, oh my gosh, you could have just told me you want my help. So our attention should always be on the essence. What is the real thing here? Instead of some problem has come, instead of asking hundreds of questions, going in so many directions. Essence. What is the solution in this? What can I do? And what can I not do? And a lot of times it could be I can't do anything. So the essence, I need to pay attention to that. Not to too many questions. Not to Ram Katha. Right? Come down to the essence. And I need to pay attention to something that will really meet my needs. What is our core need? Happiness. What is our core need? What else? Peace. Soul qualities. Yes. So I need to pay attention to things that will give me that. If they're not giving me what my core need is, I will always remain empty. Right? अगर ग्लास को आप भरते जा रहे हो और उसके अंदर छेदा है, if there is a hole in a glass, no matter how much you fill, it's never going to fill. That is what we are doing. We are filling ourselves with a lot of things of the worldly life. Job is also worldly life. But it is not filling our inner cup. It's only creating holes. And till that inner cup is not full, we will keep getting distracted in many directions. So that's why check, wherever I'm paying attention, is it really giving me that true sense of joy? Agar aapko joy mila hai, you'll immediately feel energy. You'll want to help someone, you'll want to do something nice, you'll want to take care of things that are pending. And if you're really feeling that deep love, you might want to go and say something nice to someone. You might really want to, say something encouraging to someone. That is the sign that you are really meeting your core needs. And last but not the least, I have to pay attention to something that is in my control. Right? If I'm like, I'm going to pay attention on this one thing somewhere, but it's not even my control. Even our breath is really not so much in our control. It is so haphazard. So for me, even paying attention to that cannot get me into that deep sense of, it certainly helps if I'm constantly attentive, not saying it's a bad practice. But again, things that are not in my control, that are not constant, will never give me that state of concentration, that state which is, the moment you are filled in, when you are happy, you will notice you will not be distracted. You will not want to constantly flicker your mobile. But when we are empty inside, constantly, what can I eat, what can I shop, what can I do, what can I tell, what can I talk? Horses are running in different directions, right? But the moment you feel inside complete, these horses will not pull you. Even if they pull, I'm like, okay, Meghna, why don't you go for a walk? I already did it in the morning. I don't feel like right now. No, but this problem is that's okay. Let the problem be there. I'll figure it out. Why? Because the inner being is very full and confident. Very full and confident. So it will not give in to anything. Oh, why don't you eat? I don't feel like eating. Oh, the tea was so nice. Why don't you have another cup? No, I just have one cup of tea. I don't take. But that was so tasty. That's okay. You will be able to command your horses when your inner being is full. And that's why we are saying for right attention, this is the criteria. Anything that you're paying attention should be able to give you all of these things. So coming back to this seed of, this tree of our life, who is the seed from which all of this expansion, tree of life, is coming out? That is very important. And the seed of this tree is I. I, the being, is the seed from which all the thoughts, all the feelings are coming, from which this body emerged. I am that seed. Focus on that seed. I, the soul, the living being, the consciousness, is very, very important. And we will talk more about this seed because this is our primary attention. This is that seed that has everything that my core needs. This is that seed that has the essence of everything. You will have so much clarity. The more you pay attention on who you are, you will have so much of clarity. You will always be in the essence. You'll have that ability to discern what is right, what is wrong. What step to take, what not to take. What is the right decision? Immediately you will know. Your natural instincts will be at its peak by paying attention to the right source, the seed that I am. I am that seed from which thoughts and feelings are emerging. Thoughts and feelings are also constantly changing. So Meghna's primary attention is not on the thoughts. First attention is on who am I? And why? Because we just talked about focused attention on the real seed. My attention is on me because this seed is unchangeable. Just like you can't separate heat from fire. You can't separate wetness from water. Can anybody separate wetness from water? Even when you boil it, the steam, you can see the dew that comes, right? That bhaap ke saath, there is water in it. You can't remove the wetness from water. Water is only cool. Fire is only hot. Soul is not happiness and sadness. Soul is not fear and courage. Soul is not peace and anger. It is not love and hatred. This is the weak intellect that has concluded गम और खुशी साथ साथ है. आत्मा का गुण नहीं है, मन का है. मन will create both gum and खुशी. Mind will create stress and peace. But when you know who you are, soul is non-dual. It is constant peace. So first thing is to be stabilized in who am I. I am that constant peace. I am that unlimited joy. And now I'm watching my mind. Most important is the roots, right? Agar roots weak hai, one storm comes in the external life, job chala gaya, tree will fall down. Oh my gosh, I ended. No, I didn't end. Roots will create those thoughts. What will happen to you? What will happen to your family? What will happen to your finances? What will happen to you? What will people think? You must have not performed well. Why did you lose job? Why didn't others didn't lose? Mind will create those thoughts. And we give in. Pay attention to who you are. You are that fearless soul. And be aware that everything except you will change. Your mind, your body, relatives, your job, your money, everything, nature, time, climate, clock is ticking all the time. But soul is still. Soul is constant. So I don't get buy-in. Like if my mind is creating anger, I don't say that I am angry. Okay, mind is creating anger. It is an untrained wild horse. I don't sit on a wild horse. Oh, you want to go to anger direction? I'm not going there. The moment soul says, I don't want to pay attention to that horse can't get the power. It doesn't have a rider. It can't go on its own. So thoughts don't have power. I, the soul, give attention to that thought and it gets power. Do we realize it? Thoughts don't have power. It is the attention of the soul that makes it powerful. इसने मेरे साथ बुरा किया, mind will say. So bad, I did so nice. Soul says, I am constant love and peace. Whatever you're talking, I'm not using your method to deal with this. Full stop. Then what is the right method? Mind will say, I don't know right now, but I'm not going to sit on you because I am not you. I'm only peace, I'm only love. The moment you do that, you will see your mind will create another thought, which will say, let me try to understand why is this person doing all this. There must be some reason for it. Maybe I can try this. Immediately your mind will create creative thoughts, but we sit on that wild horse of anger. We sit on the wild horse of fear. We sit on the wild horse of greed. Khale. Why? I don't want to sit on that horse. That horse is not going to give me any benefit. I am constant joy. Why should I sit on that greed horse to get momentary pleasure? This is something that we need to talk to ourselves again and again, because mind is very deceptive. I'll say, no, today you are feeling very weak. You should eat something extra, mind will create, because you're not listening to it, right? Meghana stopped listening to it. So now it will create more colorful stories. No, Meghana, your legs are very weak. Today maybe you should make some halwa. Have some dessert. And I gave in also at times. I'm not saying I didn't. Later I realized, oh my gosh, I ate that halwa also, nothing happened. That body is still like that only. It was just that mind, wild horse I sat on. Nothing else. So it's okay that we keep sitting and falling. It's okay. Be aware. Come back again and again. Don't be tired of this. Don't be tired of knowing who you are. This requires dedicated attention, and that's why my morning starts first with awakening this buddhi. I, the soul, who am I? Our entire education in Brahmakumaris has breadth, depth, and length. It's ocean. I've been with this organization for more than 10 years. I still am so curious to know more about myself. Every day I find I'm so much more powerful than what I knew yesterday. So much more powerful. That much depth exists within us. It's like that iceberg. Iceberg is visible only 10%, right? 90% is invisible. We are all like that. We are not using 90% of our potential. So much potential is there. Like in group meditation, I'm sitting, my mind will say, oh, it's so scratchy, scratch there. Okay, that's okay, I'm not going to scratch. Oh, it's so itchy. You need to scratch at least once. I'm not going to scratch, it's okay. I watch you. I'm sending you peace. I'm so peaceful, I'm so loving. I'm going to take care of you. I'm getting you cream later. It's okay. Body, it's okay. Immediately within a minute, that entire itching sensation gone as if it didn't exist. So these wild horses are constantly coming in our awareness. Don't sit on it. Pain in the back will suddenly come. Oh my gosh, should I do yoga poses? Should I take this medicine? Should I go to the doctor? Watch. It's a wild horse. Watch it. You have that power to tolerate. Soul has unlimited power to tolerate. We are not using it. We are giving in so easily. Right? So this is such an important thing, who the soul is. I'm just going to, even 10 or 11 years, I'm still, and every step I've taken in this direction, so much benefit. It's not like you have to be 10 years in this to get to a particular state. For some people, within a day, they can make tremendous progress. It just depends on where you are and what your interest is. It doesn't mean you need 1 year, 10 years, 100 years, nothing like that. Everyone is different. So first of all, be aware that you are that life. No thought, no body is alive without you. You are that living being, that tiny, invisible point of light. If the soul is not there in the body, can it move? No, right? Dead body को आप जला लो, गड़ा लो, कुछ भी कर लो, कुछ कर सकता है? Nothing. And वही body में अगर जान है, somebody heat भी पास में लाएगा, you can feel it. It is the soul that feels the heat, not the body. Because once the soul leaves, you burn the body. कुछ होता है? कुछ नहीं होता. The body का heart transplant हो जाता है. Does it mean your feelings change? Do your feelings change? अगर heart transplant हो गया, will I get a heart transplant? If I know that now I'll have feelings for those persons that person's heart belongs to? Nobody will get a heart transplant. So heart is of the physical body, जिससे सिर्फ pump करता है blood को. It doesn't have any feelings. Heart has no life. It is the soul that gives life, that allows this body to function. Be aware how important you are. Without you, this body cannot eat. Without you, this body cannot breathe. Without you, no thought can come into action. What happens in coma? No thought can come into action because the soul is totally gone into a zone. The mind has gone into a zone. So you are that living being. Give yourself that importance. If I don't choose a thought, that thought cannot come into action. Go to Timbuktu. That thought doesn't have any power. Why? Because I didn't give attention to it. You are that living being that has that power. Lot of power we have. So be wise in that you are that consciousness that has thoughts, feelings, and ability to discern. Your innate nature, we already talked about it. I am not peace and anger. I am not love and hatred. I am only love. I am only peace. But mind will create mixture because we never trained it. We've been living in this world of perishability and changeability, so mind has become dual. But the moment you realize you're non-dual, for me now many of those thoughts don't even come. Now those thoughts of anger, like thoughts of stress, they don't come. And at times when they come, they dissolve very quickly because I, the soul, that constant peace is watching it. Immediately they lose the power. This is how we can change our thoughts. Otherwise, it's very difficult constantly be mindful. Abhi anger aa raha hai, abhi ye aa raha hai. How many times can you be mindful? You need a technique which is not only being mindful, but it's also making those thoughts go away forever. Anger आना ही नहीं चाहिए. सारी जिंदगी anger आए and I'll be mindful. That's too difficult. A technique where you pay attention. Day by day, those anger thoughts are reducing, stress thoughts are reducing, fear thoughts are reducing, comes to a point where they don't even come. So many of those thoughts for me have gone away. Which means majority of the day you are in that feeling of peace, lightness. Your body feels so good. Meghna's body used to be so tight all the time because of the stress and fear and all those different kinds of emotions. So your innate nature and your eternal and constant body, we all know, birthday and death day, written already. Soul, forever. Even before this body I existed, Even after this body, I will exist. Even before this thought I existed, even after the thought I will exist. Soul is first. The moment soul enters the body, thoughts emerge. So first is soul. उसके बाद body है, mind है, thoughts है, everything is there. Give yourself that importance. If I don't exist, thought cannot exist. Thought is the creation. I am the creator. I'm not creating the thoughts, but within me, all of this exists. Body is also, creator means influencer. You know, if I am the only one that can influence the mind and body to change. So be in that awareness, I am the creator. If I sit in peace, you want me to scratch, I'm not going to scratch. I am peaceful. That thought, that itch will dissolve because the master has awakened. Now, it doesn't mean if you have some skin issues, you don't scratch. I'm just giving a random example where in meditation, suddenly you feel like itching, right? Suddenly your body. Obviously, if you always have backache, you need to take care. You need to do everything. We are not trying to say go mad and do all these kind of. Be mindful of your body. Be mindful of your health issues. Be mindful of all of those things. But wherever it is trivial, silly things pulling your attention, pay attention to your primary. Who are you? Family of the soul. We give so much importance to relationship, but give first importance to your eternal relationship. With every soul in this world, we all have, I'm pretty sure, some little bit of conflict with one or the other soul. Is there anybody who has no conflict at all? I'm not saying big jhagda, but little bit of conflict. Is there anybody who says, I don't have any conflict at all with anyone? Everybody has? Little bit. Right? You get little bit irritated. Maybe not hatred. I'm not saying hatred. Little bit of irritation maybe. Right? Even with people we love, we have little bit irritation. Right? Maybe you love your kids, but you have irritation with them. You get mad at them. Right? But when you go back to your eternal relationship, Meghana's practice is, what is my eternal relationship with every soul? Because every soul is love. When we all started our journey in this world drama, the first birth that we all took, our relationship with every soul was only love. Even with the people you might have like really, really bad relationship, even with that soul, your first relationship was only of love. When you know that, automatically hatred cannot stay. Meghana has used this technique so many times when the mind creates, this person is neglecting you, this person is insulting you, or you have not taken care of this person, you've insulted them. What is my first thing I come back to? What is my eternal relationship? So I silent, immediately those thoughts are not important to me. The thoughts that are saying, that are creating anger, hatred, revenge, all of that, immediately those thoughts get dissolved. They get put on the side. Now when you are in that loveful position, automatically your mind will create a very useful thought on how you can solve these relationship issues. If I want to solve any relationship, I can do it. That person doesn't need to do any work. The other person can do whatever they want. They can continue to be abusive, whatever. But if you are in that eternal, the power of truth, because this is the truth, experiment with the truth. Highly recommend it. Take a simple relationship where you have a little bit of conflict. Next time where your mind creates irritation, oh my gosh, this person always keeps talking, or this person is always so dirty, always creating a mess, whatever your mind is creating, immediately say, what is this soul? Who am I? What is my relationship? And then see how your mind will start creating better thoughts and how you can change your relationships. I can't tell how many relationships. Meghana had so many relationships with so many problems, ups and downs. So many of them have changed for good. And so many have improved. And some that have not fully improved, they don't bother me. There continues to be a little bit of friction and all of that. But from my side, mind creates a little bit of friction. But it doesn't stand a chance because I, the master, has awakened. Right? So eternal relationship with God and with all souls is of love. He is my Father. And for us in Raj Yoga meditation, connection with the Supreme is very important because mind is very deceptive. Like It made Meghna eat the halwa, and it will make Meghna do a lot of things. So we stay connected with him because his mind has never created an ill thought. He's the most purest consciousness. And it's only this point of time in world drama when his support is available all the time. So my mind, I'm always interacting with him. I'm using his mind. I'm using his buddhi at this point. And Raj Yoga meditation course, if you haven't taken, it teaches you how to connect to him, how you can have heart-to-heart conversation with him. A lot of solution my mind gives, I'm like amazed. Where are these solutions coming from? Not from Meghna's mind. They're coming from the Supreme's mind. Home, we all come from Nirvana. So Meghna is aware, this physical home is not my real home. It's temporary. It will change. But my eternal home, where we all the souls, 8 billion souls lived at one point, is Nirvana, Paramdham, Shantidham. And the purpose, why has the soul come here? Why have we come here? Because without the body, soul cannot experience anything. When we are in Nirvana, we don't even know that we are next to Supreme and 8 billion souls. We can't, there is no Paramananda there. There is no bliss there. Bliss can only be experienced in this body. Meghna has experienced bliss. Why? Because while those 5 horses were trying to pull her in different directions, she didn't sit on even one of them. She was able to get all of them in control. That is bliss. That I am able to guide those horses. I am able to create love and peace in the mind. That is bliss. My body is in pain and I am not in pain. I'm still in joy. My body is still aching and I'm able to go and help people. That is bliss. Bliss cannot be experienced in Nirvana. That is why soul comes here. And the other reason is, why does the mind have dual character? If I don't know what anger is, I will never know what peace is. Can you know what the significance of light is without darkness? You can't. You can never understand the depth of joy till you've not experienced sorrow. जितना आपने दुख अनुभव किया है, उतना ही आप सुख अनुभव करोगे. बिना दुख के सुख की वैल्यू नहीं है. So it's very wonderful that this mind creates those wild horses. I don't get mad at my mind. I just laugh at it. Oh, wow. You want me to ride on that sadness horse? Okay, sorry, not anymore. I don't want to. I've experienced sadness enough. I've experienced anger enough. No, no more. Thank you for making me experience. Now I want to only experience the real me. That is only joy. Right? So I actually took up a lot of time. I'm going to go a little fast and because we are coming close to the time. So I'm going to leave you with few things. What are the first things that you should do? Do first. Where should my attention go, right? Who am I? First attention is, who am I? Who do I belong to? Supreme. And all 8 billion souls. All 8 billion souls are equally precious. What is the purpose? I've come here to express my beauty. Express my love, express my joy. Till I don't express, I can't experience it. Till I don't express love in relationships, I can't experience love. So the soul has come to this planet Earth to take this body, enact roles, and experience its truth. Right? So first, attention on that. Second, mind. Because if I don't pay attention to the mind, it will make me ride on one of the horse. Because those habits are so strong. We've practiced it for centuries. Centuries. So second attention is on the mind. Intellect. Where is my intellect? Do this, do that. Intellect will keep planning. So second attention is on that. Then on your body, on your relationships, on your work. All of those things, they come secondary. Do last. Right? I would say don't even do it. But do last is what? Social media, watching TV, all of these things do last. Unnecessary chit-chatting, socialization. Meghna's social circle has really shrinked. She doesn't want to invest unnecessarily. She's not on any social media except for publishing things for marketing. But she doesn't consume, she just pushes information for marketing programs that we have at Brahma Kumaris. She doesn't watch any kind of TV programs anymore. She doesn't have time. You don't have to do, I'm not saying you have to do all that, but I'm saying for me that is total avoidance. And obviously avoid gossiping, wasteful thoughts, negative thoughts, binge watching, binge eating, all of these things completely avoid. These things we should never give our attention to. So in relationships, I think I'm going to skip this because we don't have time and I'd rather take questions. So I'm going to skip this. And how to receive God's attention, I just want to leave this with this one thought and end the session here. He's the most important being, and you can really get his attention. And it is so beautiful to get his attention. Every moment I feel he's with me. I can feel his presence. I can feel his guidance. I can feel his sweetness. I can feel his vibrations. And you can get this kind of attention when you keep your inner energy clean. When you keep your thoughts and feelings clean, when your attention is on your truth. Even when mind is creating, so for me, surrenderance, right? We all say surrender to God. It basically means surrender your mind to God. Every thought, like it is really vicious, really hideous thought, I give it to Supreme without feeling ashamed. And we call him with a lot of love, Baba, Sankalp, aap le lo. You take this thought. You are the ocean. You are pure. Take it. I'm only using your mind. I'm only using your intellect. I'm only using your sanskara. Whatever is yours is mine because I'm your child. So when you pay attention to yourself and when you want to selflessly serve, he will serve you when you have the intention to serve everyone. Now, service doesn't mean like going and doing programs and everything. Your family. Nobody from your family should get disturbed from you. Nobody from your family should get sorrow from you. Pay attention to that. Obviously, because your mind is so vicious at times, you will still say things that might disturb others. But keep working, keep paying attention, keep changing. So when you pay attention on serving others, helping others, starting with your family, starting with your body, right, then you get his attention. And the one who gets God's attention, they are blessed. For them, bliss becomes very normal. So this is what I wanted to cover in today's presentation. Any questions? Dumbfounded. Too much material. Have you taken the... Hmm. Hmm.
Investing most of the time.
Yeah.
Which is now we have to invest all our energy, which is eternal.
Yeah.
That is peace and peace of the soul, happiness and joy. So how to practice this means we'll be distracted by, as you are telling, that we'll focus your attention again for resilience. It will take time for
Yeah.
it to resilience and all. It will
Yeah.
take time. But also intellect will not work properly. Means at times so much we practice also, intellect will may do wrong things. Means like
Yeah.
I'm saying, how to make stable.
Yeah. This is...
Due to internal triggers, past triggers, present triggers, future triggers. From that.
This
how
is
to-
again a wild horse that your mind has created.
Yes, yes.
It is a wild thought. Very difficult, too many distractions. Intellect is also not very strong. There's so many distractions. Resilience takes time. This is all wild horse your mind has created. These are all wrong thoughts that your mind has created. We don't need to sit on it. Now, your question is valid. How do we get focused, right? It is valid question. What I'm saying is your mind will continue to create demotivating thoughts that it is very difficult. We do simple practices at Brahma Kumaris. I will not drink water till I have paid attention to who am I. Simple things pay. And even that, there will be times when you'll forget. Because we drink water many times and we like so much rush, right? We will. But whenever you can remember, before attending a meeting, I will pay attention on that I am love and all the souls I'm going to meet with, they are also love. It's a simple 1 second practice. We might say, what will it do? It does a lot. Because many people say, meditate karna bahut mushkil hai. Obviously, long-term benefit comes from meditation. So Meghna's day starts. Most important thing is actually the interest. Nothing else is important. I want to really experience bliss. I don't want this excitement, waves of up and down. If you say, I want to experience that bliss, मेरे को उसी में interest है, your mind will show you the way. जहाँ इच्छा है, वहाँ रास्ता है. But if you don't have that will, sincere will, then every time your mind will say, बहुत difficult है, छोड़ दे, फायदा नहीं है. You'll be on more wilder horses. So really, it's as simple as having deep interest in knowing who I am, then you will find the time. You will find methods. Your mind will show you those methods. But simple, before sitting in the car, before talking to someone, just a second, before eating, before taking shower, before brushing, after brushing, whatever, you create your routine. 1 second of practice, 5 seconds of practice, and then increase it to 10 seconds. Meghna, even in the office, she had alarms. She would move away from her desk. 1 minute. What all went on? What all did the mind say? Who am I? And then with that peace, with that love, come back. Because at times I'm like, oh my gosh, this work, so boring, so tiring, nobody's appreciating. All of that is building up. I release all of that. In that 1 minute, I release all of that. That's not me. And then I come back with love to that most boring job. I am love. I will give love to this and finish it quickly. I chose to do this work. If I don't want to do it, quit then. Otherwise, if you're choosing to do it with love and joy, who I am. It's as simple as that. Let's not complicate it. Yeah. Loneliness. Loneliness is really when you fall in love with your own self, right? And that love comes from God. Meghna used to really ride on the boat of she had a lot of hatred for herself, a lot of guilt for all the past she did and she didn't do. And she also had hatred for a lot of other people. Not hatred is a very strong word actually, dislike maybe. Right? She was a critique of herself and she was critique of others. But when she gave all the wrong things she did to Supreme and she saw that love that came from the Supreme and the kind of thoughts he inculcated, he said there was no way you could have become humble till you didn't go through all these mistakes. Your curiosity would have never been alive if you had not made mistakes. You would have never fallen in love with me so much if you had not made mistakes. You have so much thirst in you to improve yourself because you made those mistakes. These were his responses to me. So I said, oh, wow, okay. Right? So he's really helped me. He's never ever looked me with any kind of, you did that? After becoming mine, you still keep getting angry? Never. So his acceptance has really made me fallen in love because he sees my potential. He doesn't see the mind and the wild horses I've ridden on. So that loneliness has gone now. I have very selected friends and even with relatives and everyone, I don't have too much connection. But it doesn't mean I'm avoiding anyone. But I invest my time very wisely and I never feel lonely. Because I love myself so much. And I love everyone else too. But I love myself a lot, yeah.
Just one small question. There is some confusion in my mind. So you are telling the soul took the birth because it wants to experience bliss. And without the body, it cannot experience that. And then on the other hand, you're suggesting that whenever something like anger and love, they come, you don't ride the horse of anger. So unless I ride the horse of anger, I cannot experience love. So it's kind of contradictory, like I took birth because I want to experience bliss. At the same time, I don't want to ride that horse of anger. So some confusion.
Very good question. Very good question. I'm glad you asked it. So, till I wasn't awakened, till I didn't know that I am the soul who's constant peace, love, and joy, I already have ridden all those horses. Anybody who's not ridden on the horse of irritation, of anger? Anybody here who's not ridden on that horse? I'm not talking about yelling, but irritation किसी को नहीं हुआ है? Everybody has ridden that horse. Do we need to ride it more? That's all I'm saying. Now that I have awakened and I know who I am, why should I ride that horse? But because we've ridden that horse many times, it will still pull us. We won't even realize when it has pulled. It happened a lot to Meghana, and she would hate herself. In the spiritual path, spiritual ego is the biggest blocker. Because it will constantly talk, Meghana, you've been in spirituality for 5 years, you still get irritated, you still get impatient. Yes, those horses were very powerful. But that's why that help of supreme and constant investment in meditation is needed. Attention on who I am. So soul has not come only to experience bliss, it has come to experience its truth, which is a whole package. It's bliss, it's joy, it's happiness, it's courage, it's power, it's honesty, it's loyalty, it's patience. It's come to experience its entire package. But it's in order to experience the depth of it, we've ridden all the horses already. We've also ridden the horse of love. It's not like we've not experienced love. We've all experienced love. We've all experienced peace. But now that you've awakened to your truth, experience the depth of peace. Yes, so when I sit in that seat, if I think I am Meghana, all kinds of dual thoughts will come. Meghana is a mother, Meghana is an employee, Meghana is the body, Meghana is a female. All kinds of mixed thoughts will come. If you think you are the seed is Meghana, then dual thoughts will come. But when you say the seed I am is not Meghana, but I am the seed soul, who's only peace, who's only love, who's eternal, who never dies. Meghana will die. With the body, Meghana will die, not the soul. So the more you know who the seed is, then automatically the first root that will come out is love, peace, joy. Those will be the roots. Then from that, the body will immediately get influenced. Even though Meghana's body has gone through so much sickness and trouble, so much tolerance power and the ability to come out of it. Amazing. This body's health has improved in spite of all kinds of diseases. Because the seed is now the truth, right? So everything changes. The branches, relationships have improved. Seed pe pani dal rahe na. Attention is the water. And who is the sun? Supreme. So seed ko, tree ko you have to give sun and water, right? Water is attention on the seed. That is the water. Sun is supreme. Even if your mind makes you ride on a wild horse, don't be scared. It's okay. Surrender it to God. Yes. Go back to seed. Biggest thing is interest. Determination ki mujhe apna satya anubhav karna. I want to experience my truth. And you can experience it. It's so beautiful. It is really very powerful. Can we do a short meditation and end? Is that okay? Let's bring attention to the most important being, to the most beautiful being, I, the soul, sitting on the middle of the forehead, behind the eyebrows, a living light. I am so precious. And this is not egocentric precious, egocentric beauty. This is awakening to your speciality, to your beauty, and realizing that every soul is equally beautiful. It is awakening to the sense of equality. I am a humble soul. Humility first starts with respecting, accepting your own self. No mistake can take away my honor. No defamation can take away my honor. No job, no relation, no beauty of the face can take away my honor. My honor, my joy, my love are eternal, constant. Pay attention to God and see how He sees you. You are the source of love, and God is the supreme source of love. Together, only magic and wonder can be created. Mind can keep creating dual thoughts, no problem. I love my mind, I accept my mind. But I don't sit on every thought. I don't give attention to every thought. I choose wisely. I'm a pure being, innocent, beautiful, immensely precious. Om Shanti. Thank you everyone for joining us.
So, thank you, sister. We would like to thank again Sister Meghana with a huge round of applause. Yes. So, we are truly blessed to have Sister Meghana here for her beautiful and insightful talk. And you know what is more blessing for us that Sister Meghana has traveled all the way from United States to give us, to share these insights with us, share her powerful energy and the love. So I think one more huge round of applause to show the gratitude to the sister. And we have learned today the power of attention. Yes. So can you give me few keywords that you have learned from today's talk? Changing?
Versus unchanging. We have to practice eternal. We have to remain of the seed and roots.
Yes, you have to water the seed and the roots. Yes, what else? Who am I? Yes. Purpose. Focus. And where are we paying attention to? Choose the correct horses. Yes. So to summarize, I mean, we have to follow the power of presence. And when your mind is fully here, your soul is awake. And the very beautiful message that Sister Meghana has given us, that wherever attention goes, energy flows. Yes, so you have to flow your energy in the right direction. And most importantly, the technique that she told, Raj Yoga meditation. So you have to practice that meditation and enjoy your every moment. So with the open hearts, who among us are ready to truly implement this journey? So how many of you are going to? Yes, rest of you are not? Okay, wonderful.